Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Iyanulu Ashuri, and yeah, enjoy. Today I have a special guest, Mr. Tolu Taiwo himself. Yeah. So we're going to be discussing the boy and the girl child. Should they be raised differently or they should be raised the same way? So what do you think about? For me, I feel like the boy and the girl child should be raised the same way. Like, if you have a male child, what's the difference? Like, they're still young, so I believe that they should grow up in the same way. There's no special attention given to the girl or the boy.
What I was basically trying to say is that children should be raised based on as an individual and not as, oh, this is a girl, this is a boy. They should be trained the same way. So in the sense that you're not saying, oh, I'm training my boy this way, I'm training my girl this way. And every one of us, I may be a girl and there could be another girl growing up in the same house and we're two different people. We don't act the same way. So definitely I feel like children should be raised as an individual and not as a girl or a boy, because same thing goes for the boy child. You could have two boys in the same home and they will act differently. You have to train your child based on his or her behavior, not based on the gender.
Okay. All right. Generally speaking, boys and girls are like literally the same thing until puberty. After puberty, then some very notable differences start to manifest. But prior to that, I don't think nature has made it a level playing ground in the formation and making of boys and girls from infancy. So, for example, I think that the perpetual state of mankind itself is a purpose that is naturally embedded in women. So from a very young age, women have to, girls and the girl child, the way they are raised has to be different from the way boys are raised.
Why?
Because, for example, like I said, the perpetual state of the human race depends on the reproductive state of the woman. So that is a purpose that is embedded into women from the very day they are born. So and then what we also know that societies that do not worship or protect the virgin girl and the infant child, they die. So I think while misogynists might have hijacked the way women or girls were raised, there is at the very core of it, it is important that they are raised in a certain way different from the boys.
So that means you believe that if you have a girl child and you have a boy, like they're going to school, you give the girl more money than the guy. Isn't that causing some sort of conflict?
No, well, I wouldn't say the raising of the children should be different in socioeconomic terms, but like when you think about if you are going to place the value on the boy and the girl child, not using socioeconomic terms, using it in the sense of the perpetual state of the human race itself, which I think is something that is bigger than just mere money, then there's a very, very good argument that can be laid that okay, the girl child should be put as more important than the girl child. Although religious backgrounds do not agree with that. I think in the book of Leviticus 5:6 or something like that, it says men, boys should be of higher value than women. And I really don't agree with that part. So.
Okay, but you know that you can't talk about the entirety or everything that has to do with mankind without still talking about the social economy of life itself. So you cannot say that you don't want to talk about money or talk about how women are treated. You know, you can't tell me that, oh, now I don't want to talk about this, when right now what is actually the major issue that we're having now has to do with our social environment, things that we see around us. So now I was having a conversation with somebody and he was telling me that girls are more, I don't want to use the word privileged, but they get a lot more than guys. You understand? And really causing issues for guys now. That's why you see that some guys tell you that they don't think they were as loved as their sister was loved, or so you cannot just take a whole thing and then remove one part of that. You don't talk about it. That's why I believe that growing up, I feel the guy and the girl should be given the same amount. Doesn't mean you don't provide both of them with their basic needs. Like a girl will need pad and all those things, unlike the guys. You can provide that for the child, and then let's say we want to give, I'm giving you 500 and I'm giving you 500.
But then you also mentioned that you can provide the girl pads and everything. That in itself means you are spending more money in the girl, which is a consequence of how nature had.
And this is why I believe that pads should be free.
You realize that,
I mean, so think about it. If I'm going to give, if we are going to get money, let's say we are siblings. Going to get money, we're about the same age group. Say the age group is like the age difference is like 3 years. Doesn't matter who's older. But say Popsy gives me 50k, and Popsy also gives you 50k. The fact that that's based on the assumption that we are going to be spending the money on probably the same thing. But that assumption is wrong, because from your example, the fact that you are going to have to buy something that is bad, and maybe there's some other things that you have to buy as a consequence of nature that I don't have to buy, that means you should be giving more money. And that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm not trying to
the point I'm making is that nature did not put us on the same level. So at the very core,
so at the end of the day, I feel like they should still be treated the same way. There's no you go to the kitchen, go and cook. I feel but you have a timetable. Maybe you pick Monday and Wednesday, the girl will pick Tuesday and Thursday, and then me I cook on Friday. To balance things out, like I feel like there should be a balance. The girl should also watch car. She should learn like what the guy is learning. The boy should learn what the girl is learning, so that at least you can choose at the end of the day what you really love. It's what you're exposed to that you actually end up knowing.
There's a good argument in that, but at the same time, there's also still the discussion of interest and competence. So maybe there are a lot of things that boys can do that girls are also doing, but it's not clear to me that girls can do a lot of things boys can do, because the job itself requires, again, nature has made the job requires something that nature has given to men and he hasn't given to women. So if it's about lifting everything, the average girl has just 30 to 40% upper body strength of a guy and 60% lower body strength of a guy. So if there's something that requires a physical strength and energy, well, it just makes sense that the guy does it, because he's going to do it faster, he's going to do it, and he has the skills required as a consequence of nature. This is not a consequence of social or any social economy or culture. It is just nature, it's just physiology. So, but maybe guys can learn how to cook, guys can learn how to whatever it is that is being associated with girls that they do more, but it doesn't still. On the flip side, well, I go to the gym virtually every day. I've never seen a girl do a bench press half of what I can do. Never.
And maybe the gym that you are going to.
No, I've been to a lot of. I've been to gyms in Russia. I've been to gyms in Egypt. I've been to gyms in Taiwan. I've been to gyms in Unila, Bagada, Ibadan, like Ife. No, I think that's enough to make a valid claim. And again, it's a scientific stat that upper body strength and lower body strength differ in women. So differ in men and women. So if there's a task that requires physical strength, it isn't misandry or misogyny if a guy is doing it, and then women or girls are asked not to do it. The guys are just going to do it.
You think so?
I don't think so. I know so.
So girls pay more attention to details. If we're talking about girls pay more attention to details, so you may think you are going to do it faster, but you may not do it well.
Well, there's a difference. So doing something fast is as a consequence of IQ. What IQ only predicts how fast you can learn how to do something. It does not predict how well you can do it. That's a trait, conscientiousness. So if you combine IQ and conscientiousness together, they predict success to the point of 0.7. So it is in best interest of everybody that you have those two things. So how well to do it, fine. That's not an argument. I agree with you. But IQ, if you're going to learn something fast, so if there's a particular task that nature, we are going to learn. If nature and genetics has made men to learn how to do things that require heavy lifting faster than women, then they will do it faster. They might not do it better, but they will do it faster. And because they do it faster, they will always be the first to go towards that place. It's like you want to run a race. It's the fastest people that gets to the end of the race first.
Okay, so at the end of the day now, at the end of this video, what we're trying to say is that it is important that ladies or girls are treated differently from guys.
It is important we understand the differences between the boys and girls and they treat them accordingly. It is not a level playing ground by nature, for starters. So based on those differences, let's understand them and let's see how best we can treat those two people based on those differences that are not a consequence of human culture. It's a consequence of nature. And this thing is true for even social animals beyond human beings. And so women taking care of their children is not a consequence of human nature. No, it is way deeper than that.
And now, because they are the one that need to breastfeed.
Exactly the point. Nature. So you have to understand nature. There's nothing we can do about it. So how best do we, as a consequence, how best do we raise? Where's that?
According to the child. I think you have to understand the child.
No, like the child is a child. Knows nothing. The child knows absolutely nothing.
I feel like children are specific to things, so you already understand your child. I know.
A child that is 11 years old, 7 years before 11 years old, or just 4 years old, what does it know?
You already know the kind of tantrum your child is going to be throwing.